Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Pamela. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
And
It's a surprise you
how are
know
the
my name.
gentlemen at Bloom Studios?
Oh, they are well. It's
Okay,
a
that's
surprise you
it.
know my name, but I don't. So can you please introduce yourself?
Call me Dr. Gabriel Inyara.
Okay.
I'm the Director of Artificial Intelligence and ICT for Africa Diaspora Corporation.
Perfect.
Yes.
So
And you're very welcome to the event today.
thank you so much. You're
Yes.
welcome to.
Thank you.
Can you tell us why we are here today?
Okay, the Africa Diaspora Hub App is being launched today, and it's a brilliant initiative to connect diasporans to the home continent. And there's a key reason why this is relevant and necessary. African Development Bank has pointed out by 2022 that as early as that, the diaspora community was the leading financier for Africa. Means in regular English, and this isn't grants. These are clean donations. Means, people can argue whether a grant is a full donation because some grants may have strings attached, but these are 100% no strings attached gifts and donations as remittances back home.
Wow.
More than any donor fund, more than any constitution of donor funds, African diaspora has been. And then there's been one leading concern every one diaspora has had. There are three major challenges. Once there's a problem of health, they call them at short notice, and it's always a challenge. So what if there's limited resources at that particular point in time? It's a challenge. We're convinced that things like healthcare, which use locally licensed insurers, which means we're saying they're already licensed insurers in Nigeria, who are already extremely good at what they do. People in diaspora, if they could know and they could gift insurance to their loved ones in Nigeria, which they would have otherwise ended up doing anyway, at extremely high cost. It means these people can access care early. They can go for access care when there is need for it, as opposed to holding on because of lack of funds until it becomes very late. So that's one of the things, one of the ways we know we can help them. And then there's always the second challenge. Many times, once people are accomplished in diaspora, there's always the urge to build something at home. It's a fail-safe, it's a safeguard. It's also a way to help the home front. Many times, there's always either a challenge where there's substandard work, there's fraud, there's no construction at all. So when credible corporations that do construction, that do not cut corners, and are properly licensed to develop top-level, affordable, as well as cost-effective luxury homes in Nigeria connected to those in diaspora, they can comfortably, reliably make payment for these things, be sure it gets done, and it allows everybody, including the government, sit back and relax. So this is solving a general problem that everyone has. It's an important initiative, and it's very important to ensure that Nigeria doesn't happen to us, as well as help us all build a better country and live it better than we met it. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yes.
So, who is this for? Who does this benefit?
Okay, so first, it benefits diasporans because they can reliably invest in the home front without having major issues the diasporans have. It's difficult to know who to trust. Should you send the money to family? Should you send it to loved ones? Who do they send it to? What's the name of the real estate developer? He could be very popular today. It could be demolished tomorrow. You have no idea. So the idea would be that in running investments through portals that are verified, like the Diaspora Hub, it's easier for a person to see really what's credible, who's licensed. That's one. So it helps the diasporans. It also helps the home continent extremely well because it ensures that investments that need to go through to the exact places are not the sort of investment where someone takes money and gives. No. There's a home, you like it, you see, you buy it, full stop. You pay this. It's as straightforward as that. You like insurance, you gift it to who you want to. You want to give to 1,000 people in your community, you gift it directly. It means the money goes directly to local partners. You can see the local insurance companies themselves. Their MDs are here in person. So it's not spiritual. It's direct. You make payment, it goes straight to the insurance company. It's available to them. And then you also will see the top level members of government who are also here because they've provided the cover, they've licensed the players, and they are seeing to it that as much as can be done as transparently as is possible is done that way. And that means it helps the country, it helps the diaspora, and it helps Africans. And then we are also hoping that as much as we can, in other countries where we are leveraging into, we are expecting a time will come when if you have insurance across the platform anywhere in Africa where you're going, sort of what happens in Europe, you have insurance cover across the area because working with local diaspora partners, it makes it easier for a person not to become a victim when they're in transit. You're transiting to Europe or from Europe, you're in an airport, there's a challenge, there's an emergency, and then suddenly you don't really have the local currency, you're not welcome in any hospital. Meanwhile, it could have been easier for you to have just found from the app, and that's the sort of thing. Of course, it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's really very important that it gets done. Thank you.
Amazing. So where do you see this whole collaboration and everything in 5 years?
Okay, very well. So this is one of those initiatives that are measured by impact. It's not really about the return on investment because directly, it's. I'm not seeing the return anytime for immediately foreseeable future.
Yeah.
But the idea is that if it delivers impact, which means the large number of persons who get covered, for every single person who is saved because the person collapsed in the market and could have been taken to any of the near health centers because they have insurance, as opposed to Mama fell down, Papa collapsed, there was no money, then they are not allowed into a hospital. Even if for one life alone, it was already worth it. All the effort already was worth it. So that's the point. And then again, there's still some other thing else we also have observed, which is what is helpful. You see, Nigeria has easily the most successful workforce in the world. Why do we know that? Because they're the most successful in advanced countries. I remember those who live for the advanced country are not really even perhaps the best in the class. You see people who didn't really, may not necessarily have been the best in class. They go into this competition and they break century-old records. Certainly, okay? Of course, we have finance nurses probably in the world. Yeah. We are the most successful group of immigrants even in America. Same thing in the UK. So it's clear that there is something special about the Nigerian. Now, the leading reason why they leave, why they don't put in their best here, is only because their fears. Nigeria happened to you, there's no healthcare, there's no power. So there are a few high impact areas: healthcare, power, the ability to have a roof or shelter over their head, which once handled, the youth will bring their thoughts to bear Nigeria. Yes. And this will be exceptional. Especially given you can see what's going on with visas all over the place. Mm-hmm. The countries are becoming nationalists and protectionists. Yes. So who's going to straighten Nigeria out if we don't do that? Exactly. That's the point. So this also is hopefully going to encourage other people to make effort in other areas. It's a very wide area. The more persons who are able to encourage gifting insurance, the happier everybody is. So that's basically that.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you so much.